morning, 2nd of February 2025. We're already in it now. It's not the start of the year, we're well into it now. So this is the High Priestess card today. The song is Town Called Malice, I think. Something Malice anyway. It's the Jam, I think, but not quite sure. Pretty sure. But you know what I'm like, could be anything. I know the tune, so that's in it anyway. So Malice then. Somebody being vindictive. More than one person if it's a full town, innit? Being nasty for nasty's sake. And I don't like that. So somebody deliberately being nasty. So the name Paul and Weller, because I'm pretty sure Paul Weller's, well, you know me, you could have got it wrong again. Paul Weller is the lead singer. And Weller, for me, always, my brother's a hairdresser, always suggests hairdressing. So if that's the case, so I expect to see the magician as well in this one. So let's see. Town Called Malice. 5th house. Oh dear. South Node and Aquarius. So we're revisiting the past. Because we feel safer in the past. We're going back on something that we decided and now we're going back. Can't do that. You've got to face the future and your chaos head on. You've got to face your North Node, which is Aquarius. 5th house is Leo, which is courage, backbone, the heart, and things that go on in the dark, so behind your back, which is an issue, possibly, with the malice. So let's see. Town Called Malice. So already we've got the 17. We've got the Star, David, hope, healing and freedom. But that we're losing hope because we're in the South Node. The South Node takes us back to the past, revisiting things that don't. Oh, there it is, South Node. North Node, sorry. So, let's have a look. One more twist. Some people can't leave the past alone. Some people don't have the confidence to come out of the comfort zone. And I'm worried that that's the case here. Because there's no going back to how things were. You might think you can play that game. It doesn't work. You've got to come out of that energy. There we are. So it's going to take some time, but they've told us that this year is the conception year, haven't they? It's not going to happen overnight. But so far it's looking quite positive. So 6 months, reunions, but there's the past again. Something or someone returning from the past. Children, fond memories of the past, childhood, siblings, and as we like her, the High Priestess, coming out the gates of hell. She is thinking positive, speaking positive. She's learnt her lessons because she's got the book there. She's learnt something. She's looking after herself. The pomegranate juice is good for your kidneys. Let us be in J in spirit. So Bridget, Jessie, Jerry, Betty, all names beginning with the letter B and J. She is the daughters, the hostages, being released from hell. It's the travellers, the tarot readers, the psychics, but it is the neutral card for today. So force fields up, not letting negativity in. This is what that dice is about. This is having addictions to a way of life, the old way of doing things, the outcome of a situation, and refusing to see that there are other ways. We've got Leo there, which is the 5th house. We've also got Scorpio. It could be about the reproductive organs and shared resources, the heart, the back. It's cowardice. It's the yeah, but. So when an opportunity comes your way, saying, yeah, but maybe in a week, yeah, but maybe in a year, making excuses all the time. We need to overcome these addictions. It could be smoking, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be online shopping, whatever it is. There's always an excuse to carry that behaviour on because it feels safe. We've got the gallows of the Pisces energy. That's left because we've come out of Pisces. Can't remember which one it is. It was Pluto in Pisces, maybe. And we've come into Aquarius, which is in the dice. So the 14 is negative. Sagittarius. So some people haven't learnt the lesson. And what did I say about the hairdresser? There we are. Hairdressers, chefs, surgeons, anybody that works with blades, anybody that works with discs, like cashiers or people that work with circular saws or plates, wood, joiners and lumberjacks, anybody that carves or works with wood, and cups. Could be anything from a barista to people that work with vials in a chemistry lab, liquid vessels. So this could be a hero entering the sphere. The roses, the passion flowers, the honeysuckle, a gardener perhaps. It's those who like to collect hats or are many things to many different people. Any or all of those. This is the Gemini energy. It is the number 1 or 28. Mothers maybe, but it is sound mind, clear thinking, and again, positivity. Thinking positive even in negative situations. Only speak positive because this is gossip. Don't listen to the gossip, don't repeat the gossip, don't make sure of all your facts. Only speak positively because this phoenix cannot rise from those ashes of this malice. That's the malice. A woman scorned, there she is, Aquarius energy. Someone who seeks to harm others because she has been broken. She gives bad advice if she's a professional. This could be a doctor, priest or lawyer. It could be a widow or a divorcee. But she is damaged and she is looking to cause pain Then we have the courage, the card that we talked about, Leo, 8 or the 26. You are more than capable. People think this card is about Leo. Actually, it's not. It's about the female that's controlling the lion. So taming the beast, especially if you're a Leo, taming the beast within and without. So you can shut these people up with your facts, or you can open them up so that they trip themselves up with their own words. This is someone who has courage, who has backbone, has patience, and power struggles mean nothing to them. They don't need to get into a power struggle. They already know their own worth, and they don't need to prove it. 8 or 26. So, beautiful read, because the shit stirrers, the troublemakers, are minor arcanas. Yes, there is a chance that because of these people, you want to retreat. Don't do that. You need to overcome this addiction to being a victim. Get off that gallows and walk away. Take the high road. Words, it's not very popular now, but there was a saying when I was a kid, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So rise above it. They're just words. Means nothing. People can call you anything. As long as you're sure within yourself that it's not true, it makes no difference. And those that believe the gossip and the lies, they're no better than the others, and you don't need them in your life anyway. So, positivity. Because you're manifesting your own reality. What you think, what you believe is what matters. There you go. Somebody retreating back into the past. Walking on eggshells, trying to keep the peace. 16. Pisces and Neptune. That was what that was. We need to stop this. We need to bring those walls down, be vulnerable, or destroy something. And that's the trouble. We don't want to destroy it because we're addicted to it. Yeah. Unfinished business. Somebody acted in haste and now they're repenting at leisure. Maybe you said something in the heat of the moment that's now caused, or done something in the heat of the moment that's now causing problems. You should have thought about it before you did it. Simple as that. There is a large sum of money, security, perhaps a windfall or an inheritance. But the thing about this is it's a 10. It's a lot of money. So if you're in the luxury of having a lot of money, it does mean that may be coming to an end. So you've got to secure your future. Yeah, there is a warm and generous Taurus energy here. Could be a female or a male if it's Taurus, but if it's not Taurus, it's somebody of a darker complexion, somebody in uniform. April, I always think of you when that card comes up. I have no idea why, because I'm not sure whether you are a Taurus. I don't think you are. This is somebody, you give them lemons, they'll make lemonade. They are very mothering, they are very nurturing. They will grow anything you give them. Fat, money, children, whatever it is. A good and generous friend. Someone who's got your back. Something in the next 8 days out of the blue to astonish you that you didn't expect. An action that is positive. Yeah, there will be battles. There will be malice with this, possibly this female or even a child, a fire sign child or immature person. But you're going to have to stand your ground. Don't people please. Don't go back and say, yeah, but don't make excuses for it. And there we have it. There is a divine couple here that are meant to be together. Whether they are or not is another thing. Because we've got the High Priestess and the High Priest. 5 and 23. There's your 5. Somebody who is blessed 3 times with courage, and patience and belief and speaking the truth. It's about the mouth, the throat, the tongue. Each time they're speaking positivity, nothing negative, but facts and truth. It's about religion, schools, teachers, but more than that, it's about your faith. Because sometimes we get indoctrinated by religion. It's about you and your beliefs and standing in your integrity. A rebirth, 5 and 23. Because something has become a massive burden. And this needs to come to an end. You need to lay that burden down. 10 days. A town called Malice. Don't know any of the other words. That's all I keep getting is that bit. Yes, there are enemies. There we go. Words and thoughts are your enemies. And you haven't overcome them yet. This is communications possibly that you're not going to like. Harsh words. Coming in fast. But there we have it. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini in the Minor Arcana. This is miracles. This is Mary Poppins' bags. They're always going to pull something out of the hat. The Magician, 1 and 28. Absolutely beautiful energy. Gemini energy. Communications of all kinds. Because you've found your tribe, finally. Yes, they have. They've found their divine partner. 6 years. And what you give out is what you get back. So remember, positivity. The more positive you are, the more positive you'll get. No more sitting on the fence. Someone is going to ask for help or drop some of the burden so that they can cope with this. 2 years. A day off, peace of mind, but still maybe blind to certain things. Peace between battles, because even though she is a friend, her divine masculine is not. He maybe lost everything as a businessman. He's not secure. He was once a good friend, accepted into the family. He may wear a uniform, he may have darker complexion. Any or all of those. This is the Capricorn energy, the dragon. And it's the dragon's tail, which is the South Node. There is a cuckoo in the nest. Someone who isn't a friend and is now an enemy, which could be those two people. The name is Simon Peter. The key is on that one. And you are loved. So now we've got quite a few men in this story. We've got one woman, two women, and 2 men. These could be 2 parts of the same man or a different person. Cancer energy, the home and family life, that cup is full. Emotionally, you are sound and balanced and know who and what you love. And from this we will grow. Taurus energy, the mother. I said about the mother earlier, didn't I? She is the major arcana of that lady. So it's the merging of 2 families. This is growth. This is agriculture. This is the military. May the 31st, November the 11th, Memorial Day. But most of all, it's the 3 and 30. She is happy. She is loving. She is growing as a person, as a soul. Beaming. Beautiful energy. So, the mother of Persephone, who went to the gates of hell to bring her daughter back. So hostages hopefully be released more more daughters. We want the baby to come home as well, don't we? But that's not looking good because of a read I did the other week. I'm a bit worried about that one. But happiness can return. So, but we only get there through pain, because this is also about pregnancy, the conception, like I said. And you can't birth a child without pain. So, yeah. Let's have a look then. So the South Node is when you doubt yourself and start going backwards instead of forwards. And that's okay if you're going to bring the positive from the past, but if you bring the negative baggage of the past, that's not a good thing. The South Node symbolises all that's gone before, like the moon. It's your ingrained response, your survival instincts, your innate abilities, your triggers, your compulsions. It brings stagnation and karma. So, this is a place of unfinished business. There we have it, the unfinished business. Where survival strategies have been formulated, emotional stimuli and automatic reactions lie, unconscious compulsions and rigid behaviour patterns, your addictions. There we are. The abilities with which the soul is most familiar lie in the Node. So that's the thing, the South Node, because it's familiar. It is also a point where the soul stagnates, where its response to the challenge to evolve says yes but and turns back to the past. The challenge is to take what is good from the South and leave behind all that is negative. So it is in Aquarius. The soul has worked for the evolution of humanity, but must leave behind the tendency to rebel, to be different, simply for the sake of being different. So don't argue for the sake of it. Because when bitterness is involved, you tend to find things to argue about rather than to just let them go, because there's antagonism there already. In the 5th house, South Node, the challenge is to shift from creating at a biological level to a spiritual and mental one, which we are doing. Positivity there. So you need to rise above everything, stay positive, be the better person. Becoming empowered from the heart. So if it doesn't make your heart sing, don't do it. Simple as that. And don't try causing other people misery, because that just poisons you from the inside. Answers. There she is, the Mother Goddess, Mother Earth, the revealing message or insight. There we go, messages. Insight, communication, signals, so that means spirits trying to talk to you. They will send you animals, birds, insects, numbers, etc. Enthusiasm, speech, true vision, power of your words, naming, blessing, we've got the 3 blessings there, and taking advice. So there could actually be a christening, a naming taking place. And if so, Spirit want you to know that they'll be there, because maybe you've been thinking, I wish they could have been here. Well, they are. So don't worry about that. So this is the, I know 4th, so the number 4. It will free me quickly if foes should bind me fast with strong chains. A chant that makes fetters fall from the feet and bonds burst from the hands. So freedom. But look what she's doing. Whispering in his ear. Gossip. You've got to not listen to the gossip and the negative speech. This is called Os by the Anglo-Saxons, the Norsemen of Norway. The Icelandic refer to this as Os. A or O are interchangeable, hence Fullark or Fullark. So if your name has an O or an A in it where it has that sound. The fourth rune, Answers, is connected with the faculty of speech. Can't make this up. Well done, Spirit. And indeed with the mouth itself. The variant word os was used both in connection with the organs of speech, so the tongue, and in the sense of the river mouth. Apart from this, it also referred to the wise Odin. Odin has already left the building because he's gained the knowledge. He's left because he hung himself from that gallows that's in the background there, and he's not to be seen, is he? The one-eyed king of the gods. So it talks about the eyes again. So there may be an eye issue because he was blind, wasn't he? Ruler of Valhalla. For this reason, Answers is called the god rune. So spirit. Odin was considered to be the creator of the runes themselves. You are creating something with your speech, with your thoughts. Since Odin's companions were two ravens, Hugin and Munnin, or thought and memory. So thoughts we have and memories of the past. That's where we started. These carrion birds are associated with the Answers. So carrion means what one person sees as rubbish, another will see as riches. And the two fierce wolves, or the two fierce dragons, whichever culture you come from, that constantly fight within inside you. And the one that you feed is the one that wins. So we are feeding the positive. It is said that Odin hung for 9 nights from a windy ash tree, Yggdrasil, the tree of life, and learnt the secrets of runes. So you are learning secrets, because secrets are being revealed by the high priestess. And so the wood of the ash is connected with Answers. This sacrifice of Odin was repeated many times by those who wish to become proficient in the rune magic. So I know as well as anybody, when you come into my field with psychics, you will pay the price. You will have already suffered many times to gain that knowledge. And it's the experience of that knowledge that makes you a good psychic, reader, whatever you want to be. So if unfortunately a happy life does not make a good reader. For this purpose, potential rune masters would put themselves through grueling physical ordeals. So you may be your own worst enemy to get there, to learn wisdom in the same terrible manner as their god. Hallucinogenic substances. So there we go. The addictions, which I'm not interested in that, thank you. Were also part of these trials. So some of you may be addicted to drugs, prescribed or otherwise, and trials of drugs. Hence, Answers is connected with the properties of the fly agaric toadstool. If you go on the old posts on YouTube, so not the videos, the posts, it will, and you scroll down, I have put the meaning of the toadstool there. So this is a fast changing pace, and we said that, didn't we? It's going to be fast. Your enemies are fast. Yeah? And you may find yourself in a set of new circumstances with few clues about the correct way in which to proceed. However, even though the conscious mind may be at a loss, the mental, your telepathy, your third eye, your inner instinct, whatever you want to call it, knows better and will use dreams and strange coincidences to communicate with you. So I know this is a very special message for all of you, to look for the signs from spirit, because there is no such thing as coincidences where spirit's concerned. They are trying to guide you in some way. A rune may also suggest that the influence of a helpful advisor, but not this female. This female is bitter. So if you need a lawyer or a doctor or something, choose the male. This person, oh, there you go. This person is likely to be male. What did I say? They will become a prominent feature in your life. with a great deal of worldly experience, and he's probably of an older generation. So there he is, unconditional, loving, older man. It should be remembered that the runes in themselves words of power, that, as the Song of Odin states, can make fetters fall from the feet and bonds burst from your hands. So go with love. Thus the appearance of answers ensures that you can use your wits and verbal dexterity to remove yourself from the restraints, or if you know or can learn the correct way to go about it. The God rune aspect of answers should not be ignored. A religious influence, there we go. Where is he? High priest. A religious influence may be felt in some way. At the very least, you will be feel touched by cosmic forces. So you're going to know, you're going to feel it, because when I often have people that are not very spiritual say, that was really weird. It is something that cannot be ignored or shouldn't be ignored. Some will dismiss it because, oh, that was weird and that's it. But it's not weird, it's from spirit. And well done, look at that. Can't make it up. The high priest, the number 2 for today, was ruled by the moon. Things that we are unaware of right now that are going to make massive difference. So, the number 2, the moon. The high priestess. All things must come to the soul from its roots. So there's the high priestess, it says it there. The roots, so Yggdrasil, the roots of the tree, the family tree, whatever it is. All things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it is planted. So maybe nostalgia is going back to your place of birth. And Saint Teresa, so the name Teresa could be important. Avila. What is your gut telling you? The moon asks. This card is all about mystery, feelings, and hidden messages. What did I say? The moon is receptive. It governs your intuition and your self-protection. That's what that is, self-protection. Its placement by sign in the house indicates those areas in which the most emotional or sensitive. The moon represents what is felt instinctively and what is at the core of your emotions. So if you've got a moon in the 5th house, moon in Leo, a moon in Aquarius, that could be important. It's what you feel instinctively. In the astrological chart, the moon is our soul. It shows the intimate side of who we are. The moon represents your security, the home you grew up in. There's your security. And the need to hide away and recoup your energies. So maybe that's what you're doing. Revisit in the past by going home. So the day off, that's what you need. Go back. It is the female principle that is darkly moist and yielding. So the moon can signify our relationships with our mothers. There she is. As well as pregnancy, and it also signifies our grandmothers or even old age. So geriatric issues can arise when this card turns up. Crowds, Aquarius energy, belong to the moon, but also shyness, reticence, and things that occur in the dark, 5th house. The moon shows how we respond emotionally and what we feel most deeply. And some believe the moon represents who we are in secret. Well, the secret's now out, who you truly are. Perhaps, like with me, people didn't realise that I did the cards. And it was a shock to a lot of people. Also, memories form and who we were in the past. The moon is our most innermost selves. About this matter, do not be shy. You must allow yourself to shine. This card indicates fluctuations in your life, ups and downs. The moon changes sign every 2.5 days. So 12 different moon combinations mean great variation. But the moon is the side that we keep concealed, and the masks are now off. In a horoscope chart, when the moon has many aspects or is the most elevated planet in the chart, it is considered to have a strong influence. The lunar influence can be indicative of future fame, governing the masses, what is likely to be popular. At this time, you may have trouble controlling your emotions and you may want to do things that are safe. You're very sensitive and must gauge any feelings before entering a room or being with people you don't know. You may like working alone, but you are also dependent on how others are responding to you. The arts and helping professions suit you. You would do well working with persons with mental or emotional problems, or anyone who needs counselling. It is also a good time to rely on your imagination and pay attention to your dreams. So any random thoughts, write them down because they could be messages from spirit. When this card turns up in a reading, all is not as it seems because something is being kept from you. You may feel you've lost your direction and that you don't have the information to go forward. There is much you are sensing, but you are hesitant to act because you're not trusting yourself. It may look as if it's difficult to cut through the fog and get to the real truth of a situation. Substance abuse, there you go, could be the issue. And it may be touching your life, but it might not necessarily be you. It may be persons surrounding you. So unbeknownst to you, they're on a new medication or something like that, or they are actually addicted to something. After growing close to someone, the energy may feel smothering and restrictive, so you may find out that somebody is a bit of a stalker. Insecurities may arise, and there may be feelings of paranoia. We love our moon, though. She makes us feel safe. This is what I'm saying about repeating the mistakes. So someone's emotional clinginess may be an issue. After all, the moon tells us to hang on oftentimes when we should have released things from our lives or just given up, cut the cord. But no, the moon chimes in, hang in there, we'll win sooner or later. Do you want to win or do you want to be happy? It's important not to accept the false pictures or images that people feed you. You need to face the truth. North Node. Like the Neptune card with Moon card, deception is possible. Your enemies, gossip, malice. Things are cloudy right now and it's a good time to open your mind to visions as well as appreciating women's wisdom and intuition, finding feminine side and bringing out your visions and talents in a more public way. So visions, it sounds like airy-fairy business. All it is whatever pops into your head at random moments and you think, what am I thinking about that for? Write it down. There is a message in there somewhere. As shy and tentative as the moon is, she represents fame and crowds. When you think of the moon, think mystery, birth and tribes. So there may be paternity issues around a child, unanswered questions and sometimes sudden fate. Someone from your past is about to re-enter your life. There it is. Any romance that starts now will be strange yet compelling and even familiar. An important meeting for you may occur in the evening hours. Pay close attention to the energies that swirl around. It's a good time to rely upon your gut instinct. So, there he is, the Metal King. So this is there. Spite, the malice, in the negative, and we have that enemy that's coming in fast on his horse. Where is he? There he is. The Metal King, 37. Not how we would like him, because he's a challenge. So words are your enemy. 37. Someone maybe thinks they can manipulate you with their words. Be mindful of codependency, which is going back to something you know is comfortable, even though you know it's not good for you. And enmeshment with the Metal King comes as your challenge. He's inviting you to address how overwhelmed you are around other people, how you let them beat you down so that you're walking on eggshells. Do you pick up their feelings like a sponge? Do you feel the need to heal them so that you feel better? Stop that. Stop sucking up the negative energy. It's time to get grounded. She will ground you, this friend, this good friend, in both major and minor arcanas. There she is. She will ground you. She will keep you stable. Get grounded. Be clear about your own personal boundaries. Don't feel bad about setting them. Restrain yourself when you feel like jumping in to help without being asked. This is also a warning against forming unhealthy relationships in any area of your life, because there's baggage that comes with this situation, baggage of the past, and you don't need it. That may be their issue, not yours. So, last card then. Acceptance. This is about accepting yourself as much as anyone else. It is the heart chakra. So accept what is with love. Don't try and change people, but that doesn't mean you have to accept their behaviour. Allow them to be who they are, but set your boundaries so that who they are with you is respectful and honest. So, acceptance is a humbling experience and a difficult emotion to nurture and develop. Acceptance means trusting that everything is exactly where it's supposed to be, especially when it's a negative situation. And when life throws you its best and worst, acceptance is trusting that this is all part of your journey. It's a learning curve. Recognising and finding the tolerance and understanding we need to get through such situations is truly the stuff that spiritual ascension is all about. It's finding the courage, there we are, the strength, and to explore the positive and negative aspects of a situation. Sometimes we feel that all is lost and that the situation is too far gone to bring it back to where you want or need it to be. So just stop, have a day off for a minute and reassess the situation. Is it really too far gone? Or has it just headed off in a different track which was not in your planning? You're so caught up in being in control, power struggle, the situation, that you're missing the wonderful things that are happening around you as a result of this situation. Because many good things have occurred either directly or indirectly due to turmoil and confusion surrounding an event which you perceive to be losing control. But Aquarius energy tells us that out of the chaos comes order, and then there will be hope, healing and freedom. This is not yours to control, because Spirit have already decided the outcome of this. The divine plan. Persephone, High Priestess and the High Priest. Accepting is about letting go. You will get to the finish line. Maybe not first, but the journey there will be well worth the delay. And the prize at the end is much bigger than what you had expected. So let the universe do what it does best and allow her to create a wonderful ending to this situation. So you may have kissed a lot of frogs along the way. I'm not making this about relationships. This could be, you may have tried a lot of different businesses, career, jobs, whatever. And the opportunity for something that's a divine conclusion for you is there. But not fear, but we all do it. We've got to pay the bills, and this may not be what everybody sees as a good idea. But if you feel it in your heart that this is it, This is the dress, the job, the person, the whatever it is. Then do it. Go for it. And stay positive no matter what the gossip, the naysayers, the nasty people say. Just do it. Thanks for listening. It's a very strong one today. Speak soon. Bye-bye.